Welcome to the deep dive.
All right, so ready to dive in?
Absolutely, let's do it.
Okay, great. Today, we're taking a look at, well, this is going to sound kind of strange at first, but we're taking a look at pennies and nickels.
Okay.
You with me?
Yeah, I'm intrigued.
All right, so have you ever stopped to think about, how much it costs to actually make a penny or a nickel?
Not really, to be honest. I mean, I know they're not worth a whole lot.
Right, exactly. But here's the thing. It actually costs the U.S. Mint more to make these coins than what they're actually worth.
Wild, right?
Wait, really? So they're actually losing money on every penny and nickel they produce?
Yep, and we're not talking about just a tiny loss. I mean, it's pretty significant when you look at the big picture.
Wow, okay, so I'm already seeing where this might be going. This is a deep dive, right? So what's the connection here? What can we learn from this whole penny and nickel situation?
You got it. This seemingly random bit of info about coins actually serves as a perfect springboard into a bigger conversation about, well, you guessed it, marketing efficiency. I see it, yeah. It's all about getting the most bang for your buck, whether you're minting coins or, well, launching a marketing campaign.
Exactly. We dug up some reports, some pretty interesting data, and they show that the mint has lost, get this, almost $500 million.
$500 million?
$500 million, yep. Over the past 3 years, just making pennies and nickels.
Oof, that's a lot of dough. It almost sounds like the mint is running like a giant marketing campaign, but instead of making money, they're just hemorrhaging it, right?
It's a pretty crazy thought, right? But it's true. It really highlights this crucial idea that we, as marketers, need to be super aware of where our budget's going. We've got to make sure every dollar is working as hard as it possibly can.
Absolutely. It's like we're always talking about ROI, return on investment.
Right.
And this whole penny and nickel situation is like, well, it's the perfect example of what not to do,
Totally. I mean, it's like investing in something that just isn't giving you a positive return. Just throwing money away, basically. And no marketer wants to do that.
No, definitely not.
So let's shift gears a bit and get a bit more practical here. So how can we, as marketers, avoid falling into that same trap? How can we make sure our campaigns are actually minting money, so to speak?
Great question. I think one of the most important things is to be ruthlessly analytical. Always looking at the data and not being afraid to make tough decisions, even if it means killing off a campaign that, we might be emotionally attached to.
Yeah, that makes sense. It's easy to get caught up in the excitement of a new campaign or, just stick with what's familiar because it's comfortable.
Totally.
But data doesn't lie. Something's not working. We got to be ready to cut our losses.
Right. I mean, think about it like this. Every dollar that we're spending on a campaign that's not performing, well, that's a dollar that we could be investing in something that is working,
Absolutely. And that brings us to another important point, right? Tracking and analyzing our return on investment, that ROI we were talking about earlier.
Yeah, that's key. We need to know exactly which campaigns are bringing in the bacon, so to speak, and which ones are just, well, costing us money.
I think a lot of marketers, they might feel a little intimidated by the whole data analysis thing. Like maybe they don't have a super technical background or they just don't know where to start.
Yeah, I get that. It can definitely feel overwhelming, all those numbers and metrics. But honestly, there are some really great tools out there, really user-friendly platforms that can make it so much easier to track your marketing spend and see what's working. It doesn't have to be this big, scary thing.
For sure. It's all about finding the right resources and maybe even investing in some training to level up your data analysis skills because ultimately that knowledge is power, right? It gives you the insights you need to make those smart decisions.
Absolutely. Data is your friend. You just got to learn how to speak its language.
Okay, so we've talked about being data-driven, cutting our losses, but what are some other strategies that marketers can use to make sure their campaigns are truly efficient?
Well, this might sound counterintuitive, but sometimes the best way to be efficient is to actually narrow your focus. I know as marketers, we always want to reach as many people as possible, but think about it like this. Instead of spreading your budget super thin, trying to target everyone, what if you focused on a smaller but much more targeted audience?
You're saying quality over quantity.
Exactly. I mean, you're much more likely to see a better return on your investment if you're talking directly to the people who are most likely to be interested in what you're offering. Right.
It makes sense. It's like instead of just scattering seeds everywhere and hoping some of them land in fertile ground, You're carefully planting them in the best soil possible.
Exactly. You're giving them the best chance to grow and flourish.
So to sum up, I think we can all agree that we can learn a ton about marketing efficiency from this whole U.S. mint penny problem.
Definitely. It's a great analogy. It's like constantly evaluating, testing, being ruthless with your budget and, not being afraid to scrap something that's not working, even if you've been doing it that way forever.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Sometimes letting go of the old ways, that's when the real magic happens. It opens up a whole new world of possibilities.
So for everyone listening out there, think about this. What's your penny strategy? What are you doing that maybe isn't as efficient as it could be? What can you tweak? What can you completely scrap to free up some budget and make sure every dollar is working as hard as it can?
Yeah, it's all about getting the most bang for your buck.
Exactly. All right, that's all the time we have for today's deep dive, but hopefully we've given you some food for thought. So go forth and market efficiently, everyone.
Happy marketing!
Step right up, we're diving in. Marketing tales from where to when. Curious facts that make you grin. Welcome, friends, let's begin. From lost campaigns to clever schemes, broken dreams and wild extremes, the lessons learned through all extremes. Truth is stranger than it seems. Oh, it's the deep dive you gotta hear. Marketing tales from far and near. The lessons wrapped in laughter clear. Oh yeah, we're taking the rear. Marketing myths and legends bold. Stories better than gold. Every tale is retold in ways you've never been told. From the quirky ads gone haywire to campaigns that catch fire. Every story to admire. Tune in and let's aspire. Oh, it's the deep dive you gotta hear. Marketing tales from far and near. Lessons wrapped in laughter clear. Oh yeah, we're taking the rear. From lost campaigns to clever schemes, broken dreams and wild extremes, the lessons learned through all extremes. Truth is stranger than it seems. Oh, it's the deep dive you gotta hear. Marketing tales from far and near. Lessons wrapped in laughter clear. Oh yeah, we're taking the rear. Oh yeah, we're taking the rear. Oh, it's the deep dive you gotta hear. Marketing tales from far and near. Lessons wrapped in laughter clear. Oh yeah, we're taking the rear. Oh yeah, we're taking the rear.